What's up guys? I'm still looking for a new intro, honestly, but I just want to tell you guys, I really do appreciate each and every one of you for watching our videos, buying our merch, subscribing, all that stuff. Just want to say I appreciate all of you. Anyways, today we are buying drift cars on Goonet Japan, and my God,
this website is nuts.
It took me a while to like filter down to even like 25 cars to show you guys. So let's start out. We got a Nissan Silvia K's. There's only one photo of it, but the reason that I put this car on here is you can see a roll cage on it and you can see the gauges, wide body. It's also kind of ugly. So I feel like this is one of those cars where you could, it's not painted, the body doesn't fit super well, like the hood. But I like these cars because if you're looking to buy a drift car, they're generally gonna not sell for as high of a price, and then you can decide if you wanna go adjust those things or fix them. So I'm not sure just off the bat if this is a drift car or not. It does have an aftermarket intercooler and roll cage. It probably is. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. I feel like I don't have any other photos to really look at, so it's hard to rate it any higher than that, but it looks pretty promising. Switching it up a little bit, Nissan Laurel C35. If you guys watch any of my other videos, or especially the buying ones, you know that I freaking love Laurels. The reason I clicked on this one is, again, I saw roll cage and intercooler. Those are like two visuals from the outside. We were like, okay, this is some type of race car, right? And the nice thing is, he still has these stock rear quarters on it and the body fits pretty well. So it looks like it's something that was maybe like a daily driver / drift car. Fairly stock in the engine bay. He's got an aftermarket radiator, a couple of things like that, colder intake, so it'll stay nice and cool. Intercooler, obviously. This car, I feel like, is a 10 out of 10 as far as drift cars go. Okay, this has gotta be a drift car. This one attracted me because one, it looks cool, right? Obviously roll cage, got a big wing on it, the gauges. There you go, nice. Look at the roll cage, you can see it. It's all bolt-in, which is fine. Honestly, the fab work traditionally in Japan is not that great, as well as the wiring, so I don't like buying an older Japanese car with a welded-in roll cage. Yeah, I mean, this is 10 out of 10. It's so clean. It does have a turbo upgrade. I mean, this thing is like 11 out of 10. Is that okay? Can we do that? Can we go over 10? Yeah, we're going 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10 on this thing. This thing is... This thing has everything, and honestly, just from like these little details and stuff, I can tell it was built by someone who knows what they're doing. Okay, this one, I can't believe I found this. Is this the freaking Tokyo Drift 350Z? I just had to put this in here. I don't think this is like, it's like a stock 350Z with just a crazy wide body and paint job. It doesn't look like it has anything done to it. No. If you want to be DK, you could go ahead and get yourself this car and obviously pay a pretty penny. I'm not commenting on price, but. All right, next up, we have a Toyota Mark II. I would say definitely an angle kit. Looks like it has some significant front camber. Yeah, I mean, this thing has everything. Okay, it's bolt-in, but with welded in. They've basically taken a bolt-in cage and welded it in. That's not great. You could get this thing back out of there because it is bolt-in. You'd have to cut that stuff out. But overall, this is a solid car for sure. I'm gonna go 9.5 out of 10 just because I'm not a huge fan that they welded in the bolt-in roll cage. But this thing has everything. All right, Nissan Silvia Spec R. I just put, god dang it. All right, this one was just like, I was like, what is this? Is this a 350Z? And I look at the back and it's something else completely different. So it's a Nissan Silvia, but they put a 350Z front end conversion on it. I actually don't hate it. And then it has a Mercedes back end. Yeah, you gotta come see this thing. Look at the front. Look at the back. Do you hate it? I love it. I think it's so hard. I think it's so sick.
You send it into a wall once, the whole car is done.
Yeah, that's a good point. As pumped up as I am on this thing, Aaron made a great point. Like, this thing is so freaking custom. I would be afraid to drift this thing just because if I even bump into somebody else, it's gonna be a tremendous amount of work to fix it, and who knows if I can even find these parts. It's probably all aftermarket stuff. As a drift car, I'm honestly gonna go 0 out of 10 because I would not recommend something like this to any of you guys. All right, next up is another outrageous one. I can't even believe I found this car. This is Wataru Kato's R34 that they built. They debuted the silhouette kit. I'm like, I can't believe he's selling this thing. This thing is absolutely outrageous, and he just built it only like a year ago. Obviously, I don't think any of us are gonna buy this and go drift it, but
if you buy it, you're a baller.
If you do buy it and you go drift it, please tell me. I will fly myself out there, and if you'll let me drift it, that would be even more rad. We'll make a sick video. Anything built by Kato too is like top notch. Also, it's on Air X, so it's on air suspension. Like this is obviously not really even a race car. It's a Kato car. Okay, next up, back to more serious. Nissan 180SX Type 3. I'm assuming that's just referring to the body kit. I don't know of any like Type 1, 2, or 3. Okay, drift button, steering wheel. This is like a super simple little drift build. It's honestly hard to see if it has an angle kit, or if it does, then it's like not one that adds a lot of camber. Overall, this car, I would say is maybe already has an angle kit or is an angle kit away from being a good drift car. We'll go 8 out of 10 on this one. I know some troll cars are coming in here, but look how sick this thing is. I want one of these so badly. Again, if one of you guys buys this and goes drifting in it, please let me know, because this would be super rad to go drift in it. Okay, next up, we got a Nissan Laurel. This one, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I saw the blue headlights on the blue body and I thought it looked pretty hard, so I put it in. Let's see if it's even a drift car. Oh yes, here we go. Drift button, bolt-in roll cage. One like telltale sign if it's a bolt-in roll cage or not is if the front A-pillars go around the dash like that. That's just, you know, instantly it's a bolt-in roll cage. Oh my God, guys, stop using pool noodles for your roll cage protection, please. This car, honestly, because the pool noodles, I'm putting like 2 out of 10. And it's only getting those 2 points because it's a Laurel.
What did pool noodles ever do to you?
I hate it. Pool noodles be pissing me off. All right, last but definitely not least, I had to put an A86 in here. I wish I could have found some more, but I went through Nissan for like an hour. This thing though, definitely looks like some type of drift car or race car. It has tow hook on it. Oh yeah, but God dang it with the pool noodles or whatever the heck is on this thing. What even is on this thing? He's losing some points because of that, but it is an A86, so he's gaining some points. But anyways, in all seriousness, this is a pretty decent little car. It does not have a harness bar, or does it? No, it does not have a harness bar, and he has, so just another safety thing, you guys. You want your belts ideally attached to a harness bar kind of right behind the seat. I hope this makes sense. When the belts go back, you want them like either kind of straight back or like a little bit down. You want like just a little bit down, but where they're like go all the way to the floor, that's like a huge no-no. Yeah, so these go kind of down to the floor, and he actually has this crossbar way in the back. If they'll reach that, that would be just fine and a lot better. But there's little safety scares in this car, but overall this would be a great little drift car. And I mean, it's an A86, so need I say more? All right, guys, I'm like sweating up a storm. Goonet has me like just wilding. I want to just spend all my money that I don't have on all these cars. Guys, if you know any other websites that we haven't hit, comment below. We've done Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay, a bunch of other ones. And I think we have a couple more lined up, so stay tuned. But if you guys have any websites, let me know. I want to check them out. Hit that subscribe button. Also, as I said earlier, check out our merch, haugenracing.com. Really helps support us. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Peace.